Here today on the 2nd of October in 2023 at the first British Moroccan Society Casablanca Gala Dinner. We've actually had 40 editions of our London Gala Dinner. The Society was founded back in 1975 and our London Gala Dinner is our biggest fundraiser and our biggest social event in the UK. We've had a number of other gala dinners in Morocco. We've had 6 or 7 I think in Marrakesh, most recently in February this year, and we really felt that the time was right for the Anglophone community in Casablanca to come together in this way, and we have such a lot to celebrate at this time, not least the centenary of the British Chamber of Commerce for Morocco, with the great fantastic work of Madame Ilham Benis and her team here, under Stephen Orr, the chairman. The growth of English curriculum education here. There are now 5 English curriculum schools here, 2 British universities, Cardiff University, and now Coventry University has a campus as well, and a growing number of Moroccan young people choosing to pursue their education in the UK. So alongside all of that, we've had a doubling of trade since the association agreement was signed, which came into force in 2020. And these are really important and significant developments which underpin a really deep and growing friendship, which of course is I'm very fortunate as chairman of our society, in that my 2 patrons are the British ambassador to Morocco and the Moroccan ambassador to London. That's a unique situation, and it's actually been all the way through since the foundation of our society in 1975, an unbroken chain of ambassadors who've supported us. It's a British registered charity. We have a Moroccan association as well, which is a partner association. We have social and cultural events, and we raise money for charity. So in a typical year we support about 30 local associations. In the context of the recent tragic earthquake in Aarhus, we've launched an earthquake appeal, which in the last 3 weeks has incredibly raised over 4 million dirhams, and that's before this evening's event, which has been used to work with the partner associations that we already know so well in the Atlas Mountains. And I think it's those long-established friendships which are allowing us to reach and to support some of the people in the very greatest need. There are no words actually for what we've been through, what we've experienced together in the most recent 3 weeks, and I think that was the best that we could do to try to capture the way that so many people have been feeling. That was a very, very emotional time, I think, for many of us, and I had the honour and privilege of meeting with the British team as they came out of after 6 days of living. I sat down and had their first meal with them that didn't come out of an aluminium packet, and shared with them their experiences, and I have nothing but respect for those people. And in fact, Russ Gordon, their leader, will be guest of honour at our London Gala Dinner on the 7th of November this year. So we've really forged a great friendship with them. It meant an enormous amount to us, and I think it meant an enormous amount to the British community when His Majesty the King wrote such a glowing and appreciative letter to Russ Gordon, marking the contribution that his team has made. So we couldn't be prouder of that contribution. There are 4 significant investments on the verge of being made at the moment. We've got Emerson, we've got Chariot, we've got X-Links, and we've got Sound Energy, all of whom are working on £500 million plus capital projects, all of whom are active members of our society. And I think when those investments come to fruition, we will have even deeper, even more meaningful links. We're about to get a ferry. One of the sponsors of this evening's event is the Tangier Line ferry, which will give us a direct connection from the south of England to Morocco. So these are really important and significant developments which will underpin a whole generation of further economic growth and further and closer cultural ties. And I would please don't it's not only in Morocco that these ties are deepening. So the Moroccan community in the UK is assuming responsibility and playing a really important part in civil society. So young Hamza Tozal has just finished a spell as the mayor of the Lord Mayor of Westminster, and played a prominent part at the funeral of Her Majesty and Her late Majesty, and also at the coronation. So it's wonderful to see British Moroccans and young British Moroccans at the heart of things in the UK as well. So we have so much to celebrate. It really is an absolute pleasure to be here in Casablanca, and I'd like to make a special thanks to my dear friend Mohammed Saki, who introduced me to this beautiful city. I think we have to be fundamentally very happy, and I'd also like to mention our friends from Gibraltar. The Her Majesty's Government of Gibraltar are here this evening as sponsors. That's a really important British relationship and long-standing British relationship here too. So of course there's a lot more to do, and I must say I personally am not a Brexiteer. I would not vote for Britain to leave the EU, but it's undeniable that has brought great opportunity, particular opportunities for those of us who are working on developing relationships between the two kingdoms. So we are at a particularly auspicious and important time. And again, what a lot to celebrate.